My mom has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban at the zoo. Juice!
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Rex of Corbin.
I am not the C word.
CEO? That's good. That means you won't be shot. Yeah. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter for more juicy content. Thank you to what's up, Patreon. Follow us on accounts. Go like button.
Corbin Luigi Miles.
That's right, baby. Allegedly. Today we got a
what we got? What you got cooking in the booking?
We got a thing.
Great.
Yeah.
So excited.
This is a cricket video. This is from the vault.
A cricket video.
This is Tatis rapid bowling against Pakistan. So apparently this is one of the quickest out what are they called?
Outs.
Quickest
I don't know. Wickets? The quickest wickets? Australia quick Shaun Tait produced an awesome spell of fast bowling in the T20 against Pakistan at the MCG in 2010, clocking 160 kilometers per hour on his way to 3 wickets and the player of the match performance.
It's not India specifically, but it's Pakistan. So, hey, Trent, hey. Was that Veer Das? In his, I think it was his stand-up. He said something about Pakistan.
He's like, he did
hey,
do that.
Trent,
yeah,
hey,
he did do that.
But this is, what's 160 kilometers in, so my,
I want to say it's 92.
So my stupid American brain can understand.
What's 160 kilometers per hour in miles per hour? Oh, holy crap. 90 frickin' 9. Has anybody ever bowled that fast? That's freaking nuts.
This gentleman.
I've never heard of anything above like 94 or 95.
I wonder how difficult, and obviously it is because the ball's heavier than a baseball, and you have to hit it off the ground. Is it faster out of the hand or once it hits the ground? Probably out of the hand, right?
I would imagine out of the hand because once it hits the ground, it loses some velocity.
Or maybe not.
But maybe. I don't know. It may not. It may not because so often infielders, to get the ball there quicker when they have to force a throw, they'll skip it in. They'll throw the ball on a skip.
I wonder. Yeah. Usually once it hits something, it'll slow down, but it might, since it's spinning, it might...
Depending upon the spin, the trajectory of the spin, the energy may actually maintain velocity.
A little bit?
What it may do is it may not decline the... Because the minute you throw it, there's a point of it starts to decline.
Yeah.
And I think what may happen is when you do the skip adds another point of energy to keep it at least at velocity a little bit longer, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so this is a piece
you guys who know physics would know the answer to that.
Just
He's given away
piece of cricket history.
$5,000 per club this year. Whoa, that's a bit of serious.
Let's hear it for the one catching it too, shall we?
So $20,000 per club to help people fix up.
I want to know how fast it is once it's off the bat as well.
Right, yeah, exit velocity off the bat.
Classic catches are a golden
I think the fastest baseball was like 110, something like that.
Yeah, it's gotten up to like 114.
Good Lord.
Usually that's typically in the Giancarlo Stanton or Shohei. They both hit around 114 exit velocity.
More to look forward to. This is flat chat cricket. The batsmen are going to be going hard, and
KFC.
the wild thing is in. Ball into the pads of Imran Farhat. Almost 160.
That is unbelievable slats. That's express. 159.
Unbelievable strikes. Scott Sterling.
That's as fast as you see the ball bowl.
That's unbelievable.
These commentators should have been in that Akshay movie we just watched.
99. I don't know. That's got to be the fastest anybody's ever bowled. I've never seen it above, say, 94 or 95 miles per hour.
Did that hit him or did he get it off his bat?
They've got to play their shots, but they're going to feel uncomfortable.
He's like, God damn, that was fast.
Ball 3.
Behold,
Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max.
this is so cool.
It's just the beginning.
The Penguin.
The eyes go straight up to the screen, and the crowd...
160, 99 miles per hour.
Kentucky Fried Chicken sponsoring them?
I think so.
Get bowled faster than that.
I could be wrong. There's other possible KFCs, but I think that is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Very shortly, if we can get out to the Australian keeper, Brad Haddon, and ask him what it feels
we can
like
get out to the Australian
getting 160 clicks slapping into your gloves.
I feel like I'm watching that comedy we just watched.
How quick is this?
Oh, mate, hold on to your seats, Australia. I reckon we're about to see the quickest ball ever. Not yet, Slats. I'll talk to you in a minute.
3 slips. Down the leg side. Haddon with his hands full moves beautifully. How are they going in, Hads?
I'm just watching the ball real close. I think he's on tonight, the Wild thing, so it's going to be good to watch.
Oh, he's mic'd up, huh?
I'm sure the batters have no idea where it's about to go.
Have you checked out where the batsmen are looking at? They will be trying to dodge that screen.
Unbelievable.
So I'm sure you'll be relaying the message to them.
I mean, that's
Hold on, I reckon this is going to be near 160.
wild.
He's talking it up. Imran Farhat back into the side for a long time, trying. When it comes quickly at you, it can ricochet quickly away.
Oh, my goodness. No one was there.
Oh, nice save.
Look at that, how long it's taken to get back in. Oh.
At times, the faster they come, the faster they can go. And as a batsman, that's what you've got to be thinking. I've got to use this pace. Use it to my advantage.
Nice
if I get an edge on it,
there,
there's 3
Yeah,
slips.
great save.
There's a keeper behind me.
But man, that
it's
took
gonna
a long
take some
time to get back
catching.
in.
And I make sure that I'm playing a bigger shot. You can really use pace to your advantage, but if you're intimidated, forget about it.
Forget about it.
It's a mixed bag so far. Couple of plays and misses, couple of hits and a 4.
Oh!
Into the thigh pad again. The thigh pad has ricocheted to square leg.
Slowest ball of the over's been 150 clicks. He's just an entertainer, Shaun Tait. I don't care if he can only bowl 2 or 3 at this heat. It doesn't matter. It's just what these 60, 70,000 have come to see.
He's looking good tonight. He's not blowing.
You just catch that?
They have only been able to bowl him in spells of 2 overs at times. Some sort of tendinitis problem in the muscles of his body. He's not even sure. He just wants to play. Last ball over 1. All up, a wide and a 4.
What's the most common injury in
Again, he
for
edges.
cricketers?
The
Broken
slips come
fingers.
into play.
Think so?
Gotta be.
Too far.
Going to get back to that question because there's too much happening out here.
I mean,
Tait on fire.
clearly I could be wrong. But
He's made 8 runs.
My
until
first
this.
thought is that the
Shane
most common
Watson
injury is going to be a
deep
broken
and
foul.
ready.
I think that's the advantage, isn't it? With this sort of pace, you can take yourself back a couple of metres. And that one's gone.
And I bet
straight
they're
to the
constantly
basket.
playing with fractures.
Still got to him hot, but it was as comfortable as you can have them, I suppose, at 160, 155.
Oh.
Catch! Yes, he's got another one! That's beautiful bowling. 150.5.
How they catch that barehanded boggles my mind.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tate. Went for the Yorker. He actually clipped it all right.
Went for the
There was
Yorker.
capacity too to bring the man up from deep square leg, to bring him up.
I met
Put
your
him in
mom
the
up a
ring.
deep square leg.
And it was straight to him. You can say as a batsman that's stiff, which it probably is, but it just tailed. And some rewards for some aggressive captaincy and some good fields.
Oh, no, that is out. Believe that.
Wow.
Every time.
How many straight is
He's
that?
done it for him.
4.
Akmal gets the life. And then
Wow.
he falls.
And he's looking skyward. He can't
Fire.
believe it. A little more elevation, and that was
A
down
little
the
more
ground for
elevation.
4. It was a stunning 64. Pakistan 5 for 98.
Why is everyone spiraling
Is that it,
over
or is it-
YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension.
Shut up. Okay, that was it. Good Lord. They did 160, right?
Yeah. And a little more.
Mike's far now. They've got to feel uncomfortable.
He hit like 160 point something.
We'll be trying to dodge that
Yeah,
screen.
160.7. That's basically 100 miles per hour. That's nuts for a bowler.
Somebody said it, his slowest ball in this over is still a dream of many to touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leaving the wide bowl of 151, all deliveries 151 plus, which is a world record.
What's the distance
Dang.
from where the bowler releases the ball and the wickets?
151 kilometers per hour is just slow delivery.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's his slow. That's his changeup.
Why don't you think they could throw it as fast as people in the MLB? Is it just because the ball's heavier?
I think it's a couple reasons. I think it's because the ball is heavier, which is a huge...
How much does the cricket ball weigh?
According to the official regulations, a cricket ball must weigh between 5.50 and 5.75 ounces, which is equivalent to 155.9163.
So 5.5 to 5.75. How much does a baseball weigh?
The modern baseball, which is used in leagues at every level, from amateur to professional,
5.
falls within a range of weights.
So it's half an ounce
heavier.
Heavier. I mean, that's substantial for a ball. Of course.
Half an ounce to almost an ounce, depending upon, and that's a lot when you consider it's only 5 ounces, so it's an increase of almost 30% in weight.
Is the distance?
That's what I want to know, is the distance between release of the ball in cricket to the batsman versus 60 feet 6 inches, because that's what it is in baseball.
What is the distance of a cricket pitch?
Well, that may
The
give
answer
you...
I found is 66 feet.
Okay.
And what's it from the mound to the...
60 feet 6 inches. So it's 6 feet farther.
The cricket one.
Yeah, cricket would be 6 feet farther away from release of ball to batsman versus the pitching rubber to the plate. From the plate to the rubber, it's 60 feet 6 inches. And they said it was 66 feet.
So the cricket is longer and their ball's a little heavier.
A little heavier.
So that's probably
hence,
why.
Yeah, hence it's...
Because obviously...
And also there's something to be said about, though the delivery of a bowler is better physiologically for the human body.
Yeah.
I don't... One of the other advantages is the way it's thrown by a major league pitcher is far more advantageous in a couple of respects. The first one being you are elevated and kicking off a rubber and throwing downhill. You're not throwing level. Pitchers are, it's an elevated stance
and
off
you
the
get
rubber.
to kind of, it's almost like a slingshot.
It is. It's very much a slingshot. And I bet the physics of it, while they get to do the running, there's something about that trajectory and the lower body explosion that causes the amount of, like hitting, pitching is about legs and kick and your hips opening up. And I think those factors all contribute to the fact that it's also 6 feet shorter to the plate is why it makes it faster.
Because it's obviously 98 to 99 miles an hour is a standard delivery in MLB.
For a good fastball. Yeah. If you've got a fastball, you're throwing 97 minimum.
But obviously the best ones out there are throwing 105 to
they're triple digits
higher.
Now. It used to be Nolan Ryan was the only person doing that. Yeah, he was the first guy to consistently be throwing in the hundreds, even into his 40s. And sometimes they said, well, Koufax did it too. Koufax was absolutely the first fire thrower. But today, there's what's his face on the Pirates, Keane.
Yeah.
Skeen.
Yeah.
Skeen is hitting 106.
I wonder if it also has something to do with the fact that just
regularly he's hitting 106.
American or baseball, at least athletes and American athletes are just machines.
And they're bigger. They're physically bigger.
Like, even though, like, obviously there's some insane athletes, I've still never seen, like, American athletes are just put out, like, they are literal machines now.
They're like,
obviously football players are on a different level in terms of just, like, their physiological makeup. But I've never seen, like, what's the buffest guy in cricket?
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of them look like regular people. I know they're not, obviously.
Correct, they're not.
They kind of look like regular people a little bit.
Correct.
As opposed to when you see American athletes, it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just, we put a lot of money and there's
And the other thing, if you've never been to an NBA game,
oh my God,
and been up close,
they are massive people.
I remember my first NBA game where I was sitting on the floor. I was behind, a couple rows behind the ESPN guys, and it was Amari Stoudemire's rookie year. And everyone had been talking about Amari Stoudemire, how big he was, and he was so fast for being so big. And at the time, I was playing basketball with a bunch of guys every morning at 5 in the morning. We were playing 5 days a week basketball. And I'm watching these guys play, and it genuinely filled me with fear. I thought if I was anywhere near these guys on the floor, I would be hurt just being on the floor. And to watch guys that size, the same thing with football. Did you see that dude?
American football.
Did you see that dude? He's like I think he's 6'3" and almost 300 pounds. And he ran a 4-point something.
Linemen can run like 4.
I know.
5.
I know.
4.6.
That's 20 years ago. That was stellar Heisman Trophy winning running backs ran that speed. And now it's linemen doing it.
It's kind of insane to see a human that large.
Yeah.
That are just
move that quick.
Big men.
Yeah, it was like Brock Lesnar.
And then they're just booking it at you. Yeah, you're going to die.
When Brock Lesnar fought in the UFC, it was weird.
Even if you're not
how fast that big man was.
Even if you're not an American football fan, just look at these people.
They're specimens.
They're insane.
They're freaks, man.
They're literal.
weirdies.
They produce them now out of school like they are machines.
They really do.
I mean, obviously it takes money. That's basically why it happens.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying the comparison just to be like, oh, baseball's players are better. It's a completely different sport. I'm just trying to understand like why what the differences are and why they can't consistently throw at over 100, because that's impressive.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I think those factors come in far more than the physicality, because as you know, there's a lot of pitchers that are not in really, they don't look. You look at them and you're like, wait.
Kurt Schilling, that specimen.
Nestor Cortez?
Babe Ruth.
You're a professional athlete?
Babe Ruth.
Well, yeah, that was back in the day. But I think the larger majority of it has to do with not necessarily the physicality of the athletes as much as it does the distance, the mound, the weight of the ball, even the grips. The grips make a big difference, because the way they hold the ball, when they're throwing things, oftentimes, when you throw a fastball, whether it's a 2-seam or a 4-seam, there's a very particular grip you have on the ball that contributes to the speed. And they may be getting arm velocity that's equivalent or higher, but because the grip is different, it's going to have a release that takes something off of it. Yeah.
Interesting.
But anyways, that's insane.
If there's other cricket videos we can react to, please obviously let us know what they are. And obviously fill us in on the stupidity that we have, please, down below.